2. Hello.
How are you? What am I supposed to say? Hi, we're She's a Beauty and we're here with DublinConcerts.ie.
So I suppose how it all began would be, I used to just, sit at home, write some songs for myself, and just then the lads kind of caught on. They were like, oh jeez, he's writing songs, we could actually form a band with this. So Jamie just got on to me. I remember Jamie used to say like, oh look, I could fund you, just give you a few bob, just get some recordings and that and that. And then sure, turns out you play bass, so we decided, just make it work. Me, Jamie and Tomo at the time now. Tomo's not with us anymore. He decided to
moving on to other things. He was a guitar player who was playing drums and shouldn't have been playing drums. He was a guitar player.
Fantastic musician, all the
same.
Yeah. But
now we have Frankie on board.
Frankie now, Jesus.
And he's an animal, so
absolute animal.
That works for us.
It's just a good way of living and having the crack, so you can have live your it's kind of like you can have it as a job sort of stuff, but you can still enjoy your work. And what we feel like, so you can kind of work, live at the same time, and sometimes that's just like playing a festival and you're getting paid to do that, which is, you can't really ask for a better job than that. So that's kind of where we wanted to be and where we're getting to. So starting out when we were younger and messers anyway, we just kind of realised that in a few years' time, if you worked hard, we could still be able to be those young messers in a few years on. So that's kind of what it's all about, really.
I suppose the people you meet as well, they're just the nicest people you meet in the music business. Just messes and
it's all about the fun, But I mean, it's not all fun. We've been 5 years together now, and we still every year we work harder. We work for something. We never do things by the book as well. So we're allowed to embrace that messer as well inside of us, I suppose.
Just about never agreeing anything either. Now, so this video we're releasing now soon. Jeez, the fights we were having over no, this should be that long. No, what are you talking about? No. We made this video because we thought that any recording we did in the studio didn't reflect on us live well enough. We're a very live band. We're just big sounds. We like to play what we like on stage, not as such. We're not just messing on stage the whole time. There's set structures, but it's just there's a little freedom to do whatever you like, and we just like to capture that. It's hard to capture that in the studio, we find, So that's pretty much the main reason why we did it. So we had 4 songs very much in the vein of each other. We thought that they just fit together really well. We decided to mingle them together and just make one story between those 4 songs. It ended up being about 25 minutes long. We found out it's called a concert film. We only found out a few months ago. We're trying to figure out the name for it. What is it?
It's like making something you always wanted to do. We would decide capturing ourselves in a room is the best way to embrace what we feel in our music, and to do that in a room is in a live situation where cameras are live and lights are live, and it's just, it feels like a gig, but it's a studio recording it in theory. Doing that is us. I wouldn't say we track in the studio the whole time, but that is us. Our live show is our show.
Keeping everyone happy can be quite tricky as well.
Do it until it gets boring, which it won't.
So we had 2 days to use the building. So the first day we was kind of setting up, so while we were doing recording takes, still getting, the sound was improving because the engineers were just working on the sound, and the lights were getting better because they were more synced every time, and the cameramen were just getting more and more shots. So they basically used all those shots over and over so they get different angles. And then I think we did about, say, 8 runs of that the first day, and the second day about another 8. So probably between sort of 15 and 20 takes total. Then we just ended up using the last take because
the last take
just sounded the best. Yeah, there you go.
On the night we have a band from Limerick Leading Armies coming down, and we have them playing an acoustic set, because they do 6-piece vocal harmonies. So that would just be a real nice atmosphere to create. And then we're gonna show the video, have a bit of a talk before I kind of explain to people how it was shot and how it was recorded, because it's quite a big process. There's only a crew of 15 people involved, and it was quite a big project for us to take on as well, as we felt. and then we'll have the video screened, and then afterwards we'll play in a short acoustic set ourselves, and then go for a few beers and work on stuff.
So the launch night is on the 14th of December in Smock Alley. Doors are at 8. Is it 8 sharp?
8 sharp.
8 sharp on the doors now. You got to be there early. The doors close at 8:30 now, as well. So
There will be no popcorn.
there'll be no popcorn because we have to clean up the place after it, and
We're not doing that.
we don't want to do that. But there'll be drink, there'll be champagne. We have the workman's booked afterwards as well for an after party. Everyone's welcome to that. It'll be a good crack. You get to see us on the tear.
You can find tickets through our website,
Oh,
www.she'sabeautyband.com. So like there's links to like the trailer for it, and one like an extra video from it, and just links to buy tickets.
Or if you'd like to like us on Facebook, we'll be hounding you about it every day, pretty much. She's a Beauty Facebook. You'll find a picture of a emu head. There'll be a link in the description of this video, I imagine. Yes, not too bad. Or just how to write. What do you like? You can get influence off editing, not just other artists. You know. I found a system for writing songs now at the moment. I have a system. I'll find a girl, fall in love, have her break me heart. Takes about a year now, and you get about 3 or 4 songs out. You know, it's about a year. You get about 3 or 4 songs out of that, but it works for me anyway. Like, you know, I
You get
recommend
3
it.
good songs out of every woman.
3 good songs out of every woman. It's true.
Yeah.
So there's my system anyway. What's yours? What do you
I'd like to say I'm the same, but I'm not. No, I have a girl. I think for me, writing riffs and stuff like that, like I listen to every type of music. Like I listen to blues and house and everything, like, you know. But I take an influence away from blues the same as I would take an influence away from house. Like, you know, I like to think there's that people out there like that I haven't heard yet, that I take, you know, their production ideas into consideration. Like, I'm very fond of like studio work, but my live sound would be different than my studio work, I think, a little bit. Yeah, there's nothing better than sitting in a shed like with everybody, you know, playing just whatever. Like, we can jam any genre, like you throw it at us, like that's what we like doing. But when it comes down to songwriting, there is a little bit of everybody's influence considered in the final process.
Oh yeah, it's very important to make sure that like everyone just be themselves and what you record. Like, you know, it just makes you a more original band. Like, it defines your sound. Like, it's him playing the bass. You can clearly tell that's him playing the bass or drums or anything. Like, you know, it's very important that everyone just has their own say. And just
every summer we do a range of different gigs. Like, you know, an independent band in Ireland has to always just kind of jump up the ladder a bit. Like, one year you can be playing in a small tent at Electric Picnic, and then hopefully, you never know, you could be on the main stage a year after. Like, you know, but it's all about working your way up the ladder, and like the only way you're going to do that is have good music. The best gigs we've had this summer have been the obvious Electric Picnic, Knockin' Stockin', but we've always had, like, you know, gigs in like a pub in Galway, like, in 25 people, and it's been magical for them, so it's magical for us. Like, you know what I mean? It's not about like the big stage, it's about people kind of going, you want to see this band last night, there was like 6 people in the audience, you know, like, but that's 6 people that have seen your genuine set, like, and have enjoyed it. And if they enjoy it, we enjoy it. Like, you know, it's very, you know, you have to feel off the crowd, you know. But yeah.
Well, next year we're planning to we've already recorded an EP, 4 tracks. So that's gonna be out next May next year. Just has to be mixed and mastered. But then we're like looking into maybe recording an album by 2015. So we're just kind of, it's just on the horizon of how we go about that or what we'll do, because we don't really know. We could just record like a 3-piece album or something like that. We'll figure it out.
yeah, there's a lot more songs to go anyway, and we won't leave you waiting, you know, as long as we have now with this video now. It's all in the
Just because
pipeline.
you're
It's all
really,
set
really
out, like.
particular, that's it. Like, you know, really particular, but you have to be. You're allowed to be.
Not anymore. Not that particular, no. So this next song, it's a good example of getting me heartbroken anyway, as I mentioned earlier. It's called Little to Lose. tried and I've tried to draw the line, but scribbled every time. If I gave you a page, would you draw it for me? Well, I've been lost before, but this is insane. You've spun me 20 times and tossed me from a plane. If I gave you a map, would you look for me? So don't give me sour eyes just 'cause I had to know that I took an interest and you took my soul. Well, good friends would never speak a word, and better ones won't let you leave till they're heard. Well, I heard whispers, so I grew a pair of the foulest of eyes in the back of my head, so I could see who betrayed me. So don't give me sour eyes just 'cause I had to know that I took an interest and you took my soul. My soul is but a scribble, 'cause in front of you the words I've earned, they turn to dribble. Oh, my soul, my soul, my soul is by a scribble, 'cause in front of you the words I've earned are but a scribble. Well, our summer comes but once a year. In each one I've missed you, my dear. If the sun always shine, would you be by my side? For there's little to lose for what we can gain. I swear there's merit in our late year's rain. If I dried your tears, you'd only shed one for me. So don't give me sour eyes just 'cause I had to know that I took an interest and you took my soul.
What am I supposed to say?